right. Hi, and thanks for coming to watch this video from Carolina Varsity. We're going over the NCHSAA playoff brackets, and now we're going to hit the 3AA.
Okay, Dale, over in the 3AA Eastern brackets, we have first off West Brunswick with an 8-3 record, number 1 seed, hosting number 8 seeded Northern Guilford with a 4-7 record out of the Middle East. And I see West Brunswick winning by 17 or more points.
Report says 37-18. West Brunswick will win.
And then we have number 4 seeded Westover with an 8-3 record, hosting number 5 seeded Jacksonville with a 7-4 record out of the East. And I see Westover as 30 points or more winners.
Okay. The report thinks it's going to be a close ball game. It's predicting a Westover 31-27 win.
Okay.
So predicting a less than one score, less than a touchdown. Okay.
And then we have Terry Sanford, number 3 seed, with an 8-3 record, hosting number 6 seeded Northwood with a 6-5 record. And I see Terry Sanford also as around 30-point winners.
Okay, and the report thinks this is another game that's going to be close. It's predicting a Terry Sanford 35-28 win, so
wow.
1 touchdown.
Then we have number 2 seeded Lee County with a 10-1 record, hosting number 7 seed Topsail with a 4-7 record. And I see Lee County winning by 40 points plus.
I think Lee's one of the favorites to be looking at to come out of the East. The report's predicting a 42-7 win by Lee County.
And then we have down at the other side of the bracket, we have number 1 seeded Eastern Guilford with an 11-0 record, hosting Corinth Holders with a 3-8 record, number 8 seed out of the East. And I see around a 40-point win for Eastern Guilford. Yeah,
the report is predicting a 43-10 win.
And then we have Triton with an 8-3 record, out of the number 4 seed out of the East, hosting number 5 seeded Asheboro with an 8-3 record. Both teams with identical 8-3 records, and Asheboro coming out of the Middle East. And I see Triton as a 7-point plus or minus winner.
Okay, the report is flip of that. It's predicting an Asheboro win of 29-21. So a 1-score game, and again, we've kind of mentioned in some of the other videos in the playoffs, if this report is predicting something within a score, you very well are looking at a game that can go either way.
Then we have number 3 seeded Western Alamance with a 9-2 record, hosting they're out of the Middle East, hosting number 6 seeded Southern Durham with a 7-4 record out of the East. And I see Western Alamance as 2 touchdown winners.
Yeah, the report is right about on that. It's predicting a Western Alamance 40-28 win.
And then we have we have number 2 Cleveland with an 8-3 record, hosting number 7 Union Pines with a 6-5 record, and I see Cleveland also as 2 touchdown winners.
Okay, and the report is right about there as well. It's predicting Cleveland to be a 56-44. Very high-scoring ball game. That's 100 points it's predicting. Yeah.
Okay, and then down in the 3AA West, we have number 1 seeded AC Reynolds out of the West with a 9-2 record, hosting number 8 seeded Central Cabarrus out of the Midwest with a 5-6 record. And I see AC Reynolds winning by around 30-35 points.
Yeah, the report's right about there as well. It's predicting a 55-15 ACR win.
And then we got Sun Valley, the number 4 seed,
out
of the Midwest with an 8-3 record, hosting number 5 seeded Irwin with a 6-5 record out of the West. It's a good ball game. This is 2 high-powered offenses. This will probably be a touchdown festival. And to me, it's a coin toss. I give Sun Valley the edge just because they're the home team, and that's the only reason I give them the edge, because they're the home team.
Okay. The report A agrees it's going to be a close ball game. A agrees it's going to be a close ball game. B, it agrees that Sun Valley will win. And it also agrees it's going to be a touchdown festival. It's predicting a 57-50 Sun Valley win. So that's 107 points being predicted in this ball game. Wow, they're going to shoot the lights out up there or over there in Indian
Clock
Indian
operator
Trail.
better get limbered up before he starts.
Yeah, can he better get his little click finger going exactly.
Then we have number 3 seeded Kings Mountain with an 8-3 record. Out of the West, hosting number 6 seeded Ledford with an 8-3 record out of the Midwest. Both teams with identical records. And I'll give Kings Mountain a touchdown, give or take a few point edge in this game.
I'm personally agreeing with you. I'm picking Kings Mountain as well, but the report is predicting a Ledford win of 26-23. So thinking a close ball game, but I personally think Kings Mountain wins that ball game.
Kings Mountain's come on really strong here lately.
Yes.
After they beat Crest, they notched it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we have number 2 seeded Weddington with an 8-3 record. Out of the Midwest, hosting number 7 seeded Statesville with a 5-6 record out of the West. And I'm going to give Weddington 35 plus points. Yeah. 35 points plus win.
The report is right there with you. It's predicting a Weddington 41-7 win. So it's right there with you.
And then the other side of that bracket, we have number 1 seeded J.M. Robinson out of the Midwest with a 9-2 record. Hosting number 8 seeded Ashbrook with a 4-7 record out of the West, and I see Robinson winning by 35 or more points.
Yeah, how about Robinson? A couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Of course, they were in that tough Mecca conference in 4AA and couldn't win a ball game. And our best of last, they were always down there with Garinger, and now here they are 9-2,
competing for a shot to go to the state championship.
Exactly, and the report predicts them to win this ball game 42-17.
Okay. Then we have number 4 seeded Marvin Ridge with a 6-5 record out of the West, hosting, and it's going to be a good football game. Yep. Hosting number 5 Concord with an 8-3 record out of the Midwest, and I know that the records look, 8-3, 6-5. But these are two very evenly matched teams. Right. To me, this is a coin toss. But this time, I give the coin toss to the visitors. I give the edge to Concord, and the main reason I give the edge to Concord is just because, and I know that folks out there watching this, I know what you're saying. Well, this is a new team, and that's true in high school. But I've heard a lot of coaches use that familiar expression: tradition never graduates.
Yep. That's right.
And I'm giving Concord the edge simply off of tradition.
There's a lot of ghosts walking around.
Yes.
Of course, they
slim edge too. 6 points or less.
The report is predicting a Concord win of 29-25. I think it's going to be a very close ball game. I do think it's a game that Marvin Ridge could pull off the win, pull off the upset. Hard for me to almost call it an upset, but
right.
I think it's going to be a tough ball game for Concord.
Well, bracket-wise, it wouldn't be an upset. So
right. No, it would not be by brackets, yeah.
Okay, and then we have number 3 seeded Hickory Ridge with a 9-2 record, hosting number 6 seeded Asheville with a 6-5 record out of the West. And I'm giving Hickory Ridge a 17-point edge in this game. Okay,
and Hickory Ridge is predicted to win this ball game 26-18. So the report thinks it's going to be a close ball game. 12. That's 2 touchdowns.
And then we have number 2 South Iredale with an 8-3 record, hosting number 7 seeded Cuthbertson with a 6-5 record, and I'm giving South Iredale a 24-point edge.
Okay, and the report's not too far off of that. The report's predicting a South Iredale 37-17 win. My just only comment would be that South Iredale will need to play a top A+ game to have that kind of spread, because Cuthbertson's not a team to take lightly. No, not at all. Okay, 3AA, that was it.